Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on the channel. So if you guys have been following the MMORPG market, you might have heard names like Grand Saga, Blue Protocol, Project BBQ, and Fantasy Star Online New Genesis, and the list goes on like that. So we've been playing a lot of MMORPG games until now. So we have seen games like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, and these games have been around for a long period of time. They've been around for almost 6 to 7 or even more than 8 years. So these games are actually pretty much old, but what they give us right now is something that is really good. So the graphics and everything they provide is a bit old, but the game actually is really great. So I've looked into every single one of the upcoming, MMORPGs which are coming into the market, and most of them are really good. In terms of graphics, they are amazing, and expect the same level of gameplay and the content in the game to be as great as the graphics which is portrayed in the game. So I've been looking into every single one of these games which is expected to come in the near future. I've compared different aspects of the game, and a lot of things have been considered by me, and I've looked into a lot of things, and finally I've decided that Blue Protocol might be the best game which is going to come out in the near future. There are a lot of reasons why I chose Blue Protocol, even though I don't mean to disrespect the other games out there, but from my point of view, Blue Protocol might be the best game that is going to be coming out later in the future. So one of the reasons why I think Blue Protocol is going to be the best game which is going to come out is because of their developers. So if you guys don't know, Blue Protocol is a game developed by Bandai Namco. So if you guys don't know what Bandai Namco is one of the best developers in the MMORPG market. So we would expect something really great from them. So I did expect a lot of great things from them, and so when Blue Protocol was announced, I looked into a lot of things. I thought it was a great game, so which is gonna be released by Bandai Namco, and yeah, I was expecting a lot of things. Currently, I'm really excited by what the team behind Blue Protocol has done. If you guys have played other games, the developers of the game might really neglect the player base of the game, so they just do what they could do to make more money. But what I saw from the Blue Protocol team was completely different from what I saw from most of the games out there. So if you guys don't know, Blue Protocol had a closed beta sometime before. A lot of players played it. Even though it was exclusive for the Japanese player base, a lot of players outside Japan, as well as the YouTubers out there, had a chance to play the game. So as the beta test was over, most of the players replied and gave out suggestions and the problems in the game. So what I expected was that the team behind Blue Protocol was going to take in the most common questions and the most common problems in the game and are gonna fix that up. But what I saw after that was really amazing. They did reply, but not for a certain amount of reviewers, but they took in every single one of the reviews, replied to every single one of them. Currently, the development team is, so even though the team just announced that they are gonna limit the social media activity of the team behind Blue Protocol, but they did also announce that they are gonna be completely immersed in developing the game to make it a better game. So personally, I think that it's a great opportunity for the developers to make the game a really great one. For me, it's better to have a great game when it releases rather than having sneak peeks posted in the social media really often. So the second reason why I think the game is gonna be really great is because from my information I have right now, the game is free to play. If you guys have played the other MMORPGs, either they have monthly subscription fees, or the amount you have to pay for the extensions of the game is going to be really big. For me, who is not that rich, it's a really big amount. For you guys, I don't know. If you look at that, most of the MMORPG games out there are not free to play, and even if it's free, it will be heavily pay to win kind of games, and I really hate the aspects of these things. But as of now, from the current information I have, Blue Protocol will be completely free to play. The game will be free to download, and also game doesn't have a pay to win aspect in it. So from my current information, the in-game purchases in the game only apply to the cosmetics and the costumes in the game. Even though these costumes and cosmetics are really good, it doesn't affect the overall power or the experience, anything. It doesn't affect the battle aspect or the gameplay of the game. It just makes you look better. So Yeah, I like this idea. So a lot of games like PUBG, Fortnite did this, but there are no MMORPGs. It's just battle royale games. What they did with this game is really amazing. This is a great idea. What they did, I think this is gonna attract a lot of players because it's gonna be free to play, and I like free to play games, and a lot of players like free to play games because most of the people hate the money boys out there. Yeah, they just spend a lot of money in the game and they just get to the level that you hard worked for months or even years in just a span of days. So I really hate the aspect of a pay to win game, but I guess this game is different. Another reason why I think this is going to be great is because the classes in the game. So most MMORPG games have a lot of classes. So I've seen a lot of MMORPG games with more than 10 to 15 classes. I wouldn't say that this is a bad idea to have a lot of classes, but for the MMORPG players out there who are currently playing the game, this won't be a big aspect for you guys. It won't affect you a lot because you know how to play the game. But what the team did right now is something that I think is really good. Just look into this perspective, guys. So if you are a new player, you come into a game, you just look into the settings, you got a lot of players. It's really great. You get elf, you got dwarf, you got demons, you got humans. So most of the players out there are gonna choose the humans. So for the players who are playing for the first time, they're gonna have a hard time understanding the entire aspects of the game and the settings or the controls of the game. So they just choose the most common or the most heard of character in the game. So what Blue Protocol did here is they just introduced 4 classes. So we have the Aegis Slasher, we have the Archer, we have the Mage, and we have the Sword and Shield guy. I just forgot the name. I think it's a great opportunity for players out there who are looking to start an MMORPG career, just want to enjoy an MMORPG game. And I think even though they added 2 or 3 classes, it won't be that sophisticated or it's not going to be that hard for players to understand. 5 to 6 classes is not that complicated for players. And also the 4 classes in the game are not unbalanced, but personally I think the Aegis Slasher needs a bit more buff because compared to the other classes, the Aegis Slasher, even though it looks cool, it doesn't appear to be that great. So that's just my opinion. I didn't try out the closed beta, but from the videos I saw, I think that's my point of view. So even if they add a couple of classes, I would personally recommend not to add more than 5 or 6 classes in a single span because that's gonna affect really bad for the game. So 1 or 2 classes is gonna be really good, but more than 2 or 3, it's gonna be really bad. So the other reason why I think Blue Protocol is great is because after I saw the beta test, there is a lot of things that you could do in the game, and even though it does lack a lot of things that are available from the previous MMORPG titles out there, I think the developers did announce that they will be focused on improving the game and providing new aspects into the game, a lot of new content like player housing and other things like that. So the team are trying to make the game really good before it launches. So the game was initially announced to be launched at 2020, so because of the pandemic or any other reasons, it was delayed to later into 2021. So I guess it was a great choice of that, because so if the game was released as it was in the beta test, the game would have had a bad time running the game. So another reason why I think the game is great because of the gameplay and the graphics in the game. It does look really amazing for the players who like to grind a lot. You could grind a lot. The dungeons is a bit different from other dungeons tried out in other games. So if you want to speed run into the last boss, you could skip all the mini bosses or minions out there, skip them all. You could go in directly to the boss, or you could farm throughout the dungeons. As far as I know, the team behind Blue Protocol are currently working into adding more dungeons and a lot of places into the game for the players to explore and raid. So the level gap in the game as the closed beta was held was around level 35, I guess, and a lot of players did reach level 35. Even though the level gap is different, you could interact with players who are really high from your level. You could change your class without changing your character, so it's a pain in the butt to create a new character for every single one of your new class you select. I guess it's a good opportunity for players who want to play in different classes from the same character. You don't need to customize your character every single time you want to play a different class. You just go into specific places, have to meet specific NPCs, and you can change your class. So even though it only applies in towns, I guess it's a great idea. But even though you go to level 1 by changing the weapon and changing classes, you could be good at all classes. You could switch classes according to your needs when you need to do a quest with your friends or any other. So another thing why I think the game is gonna be great is because of the servers. So the game is gonna be run on a single server, which is gonna be really big, and yeah, it's gonna be divided into sub servers so that you could play with your friends when you move from different regions. So in the beta there was a problem that your teammates would get separated from you when you move into other zones. The team has replied that they are gonna fix this. When they fix this, it's gonna be really great. There have been news about new customizations to your characters and stuff. And talking about the release of the game, I guess there is gonna be another closed beta by the end of this year, and I guess we could expect the game to come out in the mid of next year by 2021. That's why I think the game is gonna be really great. Comment down below in the comment section if you guys have any other suggestions of games. I would be really happy to look into it. So if you guys don't know, I just started a Discord server. If you guys could follow me on Discord, I'll be really happy, and I'll leave the link down below in the description, so you could go into the description and follow me. I would like to do more videos on the channel, so thank you guys for all your support. And currently I've done videos for a really long time, and support I got from you guys until now, and I'm currently growing little by little. So I think it's a great opportunity for me to do the things I like. So if you guys could support me, comment down below in the comment section, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you do like my content, and yeah, that's for it. Peace out.